In the bustling heart of a city renowned for its artistic spirit lived two painters, Leo and Marcus. Both were exceptionally gifted, their canvases bursting with a life and vibrancy that captivated onlookers. Leo was a prodigy, a natural talent whose brushstrokes seemed guided by an unseen force. He could capture the soul of a subject with effortless grace, his paintings earning him accolades and early fame. He was the talk of the art world, a shooting star whose brilliance was undeniable. Everyone believed he was destined for legendary status, a modern-day master in the making. Marcus, on the other hand, was a craftsman. While he possessed a deep love for art and a keen eye for detail, his talent wasn't as explosive as Leo's. His hands didn't move with the same innate, fluid certainty. Where Leo saw inspiration strike like lightning, Marcus saw a mountain to be climbed, one deliberate step at a time. He knew he couldn't rely on flashes of genius alone. His journey would be different, paved not with effortless brilliance, but with relentless dedication. While Leo held court in galleries, celebrated for his raw ability, Marcus was in his modest studio, day in and day out, methodically honing his craft. In the beginning, the gap between them was a chasm. Leo would produce a breathtaking masterpiece in a week, fueled by a surge of inspiration, while Marcus would spend a month on a single piece, painstakingly refining every shadow, every hue, every texture. Leo's work was spontaneous and electric. Marcus's was deliberate and deep. The world celebrated Leo, the embodiment of pure talent. He believed in his gift, confident that it would carry him to the pinnacle of success. He worked when he felt inspired, believing that art could not be forced. His studio would often lie dormant for weeks, waiting for the muse to visit. When it did, the results were spectacular, reaffirming his belief in his innate superiority. Marcus, however, harbored a different philosophy. He believed that talent was merely the starting block, not the finish line. It was the seed, but consistency was the water, the sunlight, and the soil that would allow it to grow into something truly magnificent. So, every single morning, regardless of his mood or the weather outside, Marcus would wake up at dawn. He would spend the first hour sketching, not for a grand project, but simply to train his hand and eye. He filled countless notebooks with studies of light, form, and anatomy. He experimented with color palettes, mixed his own pigments, and read every book he could find on the old masters, deconstructing their techniques. He wasn't waiting for inspiration. He was building a highway for it to travel on. His mantra was simple: one brush stroke at a time. He showed up every day. On days he felt uninspired, he cleaned his brushes, organized his studio, or stretched new canvases. He did the work that surrounded the work. He understood that creativity wasn't just a mystical force. It was also a muscle that needed to be exercised. While Leo was out celebrating his latest triumph, basking in the glow of admiration, Marcus was in his studio, putting in the hours. He faced frustration, self-doubt, and the temptation to compare himself to the dazzling success of his contemporary. Yet, he never wavered. His commitment was not to fame or recognition, but to the process itself, to the quiet satisfaction of becoming a better artist than he was the day before. Years began to pass, and a subtle shift started to occur. Leo's periods of inspiration grew more infrequent. Having relied so heavily on his natural talent, he had never developed the discipline to work through creative blocks. He grew frustrated when ideas didn't flow as easily as they once did. His initial fame had created immense pressure, and the fear of producing something less than a masterpiece often paralyzed him. His output dwindled. His new works, when they did appear, felt like echoes of his earlier brilliance. Lacking the depth and evolution that comes from continuous practice, he was a musician who knew only one beautiful song, and the audience was beginning to notice the repetition. The world that had so quickly elevated him began to look for the next new sensation. Meanwhile, Marcus's studio had transformed. The walls were lined with hundreds of canvases, each one a testament to his unwavering dedication. His daily practice had compounded. The thousands of hours of sketching, painting, and studying had forged an unbreakable bond between his mind's eye and his hand. His technique had become flawless, but more importantly, he had developed a profound understanding of his craft. He could now summon his muse at will, because he had built a home for it within his disciplined routine. His work had acquired a soul-stirring depth and emotional resonance that was no longer just skillful, but truly masterful. One day, a prestigious national gallery announced a major exhibition. It was a retrospective, designed to showcase the most significant artist of the generation. The entire art world buzzed with anticipation. Many assumed Leo would be the chosen one, a final coronation for the prodigy. But when the announcement was made, it was Marcus's name that was called. The critics and the public were initially surprised, but when the exhibition opened, the reason became crystal clear. The gallery was a journey through an artist's soul. It displayed Marcus's evolution from a diligent craftsman to a true visionary. His early works showed promise and discipline. His mid-career pieces demonstrated a growing confidence and technical virtuosity. But his latest works were breathtaking. They were complex, layered, and possessed a wisdom that could only be earned through countless hours of struggle and perseverance. His art told a story not of fleeting genius, but of profound, sustained growth. Leo attended the exhibition. As he walked through the halls, surrounded by the monumental body of Marcus's work, he was struck by a humbling realization. He saw the thousands of hours he had not put in. He saw the discipline he had scoffed at, the daily grind he had deemed beneath him. In Marcus's canvases, he saw the power of consistency. His own talent had been a brilliant flash of lightning, illuminating the sky for a moment. But Marcus's consistency was the sun, rising faithfully every single day, slowly and surely warming and illuminating the entire world. Leo had been given a head start, a powerful engine, but he had failed to add fuel. Marcus had started with a more modest engine but had diligently refueled it every single day, eventually traveling a far greater distance. This story is a powerful reminder for all of us. Talent is a gift. It's the favorable wind in your sails, the fertile ground you stand on. It gives you an advantage, a running start in the race of life. But talent alone is undependable. It's fickle. It comes and goes like the tide. It can make you complacent, arrogant, and unwilling to do the hard, unglamorous work that is necessary for true, lasting success. It promises a shortcut, but often leads to a dead end. Consistency, on the other hand, is a choice. It's a superpower that is available to every single one of us, regardless of our natural abilities. Consistency is the act of showing up when you don't feel like it. It's the discipline to practice when no one is watching. It's the commitment to lay one brick perfectly, day after day, until you have built an unshakable fortress. Consistency is what turns an amateur into a professional. It's what transforms a novice into a master. It doesn't matter if you have the best running shoes in the world, if you only go for a run once a month. The person with average shoes who runs every single day will leave you miles behind. The power of consistency lies in the magic of compounding. A small effort, repeated daily, accumulates into a massive advantage over time. Reading 10 pages a day adds up to over 3,000 pages a year. Saving a small amount of money each day grows into a significant sum. Practicing a skill for just 30 minutes every morning will make you an expert faster than you can imagine. Consistency builds momentum. Each day's effort makes the next day's effort a little bit easier. It forges habits that run on autopilot, freeing up your willpower for bigger challenges. It builds not just skill, but also character. It teaches you resilience, patience, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you have done the work. So, do not be discouraged if you see others who seem to have more natural talent. Do not be mesmerized by the flash and dazzle of overnight success. That is often a myth. True, enduring success is almost always the result of relentless, unyielding consistency. Embrace the process. Fall in love with the daily practice. Be a Marcus, not a Leo. Choose to show up every single day, because in the long run, talent can fail you. Inspiration can desert you, but consistency will always be there. Consistency will beat talent every single time.